Hey guys, well here's an update on the Camaro. I've got the interior all stripped out here and a lot of the exterior as well. I still got to do the underside, but we'll get around there. So let's go ahead and just take a look and just get right to it. So I've got the windshield out of here. I tried a different technique that I've never tried before. I've heard a few guys recommend doing it, so I went ahead and did it. I'm not a big fan of breaking glass, so I didn't do that. But what I did do was I used some packing tape, basically made a series of X's on the windshield, and then I used an angle grinder with a cutting wheel and actually cut the glass itself right out. Now this was just really hard to get in and cut from the back side like I normally would want to do, or even using a sawzall to get up under here. I just couldn't do it because it was just so tight. So this is still the glass here. I'm going to eventually get the rest of it off here as soon as I get done videotaping this video here. It worked. I don't know if I can recommend it to you guys because it just made a mess. I think I've used like at least two, burned up two cutting wheels, you know, the discs, just trying to cut the glass out, and it just smelled terrible, but it worked, and it got the glass out, and I was able just to roll it in a circle and, you know, stick it in the trash can here. So as you can see, I just have some packing tape on there and just wrapped it up, folded it, broke it, and stuck it in the trash can. There it is. So here it is. It's actually pretty clean. I'm impressed. I was expecting it to be a little rustier than it actually is. So apparently the carpet was holding all the moisture because it is pretty clean back here. Look at this. This is nice. Considering what I thought I was going to be getting when I bought this thing, this is turning out to be a lot cleaner than I had expected. Now, I know it's not perfect, and some of you are probably going to say, that's not clean at all. Well, for what I paid for it, it's pretty clean. The worst spot of rust is actually right over there, right behind where the driver's seat is, and you can kind of see a hole through the floor there, but we'll patch that up, no worries. And it's a little soft again up by the pedals, but other than that, it is, you know, don't have any other spongy spots. It's all pretty clean. So got, as I said, the interior out. I do have the driver's seat still. It's just sitting over there. I'll put it back in once I get this all cleaned up and the floor patched up. And I still got to get the transmission out of it, so the shifter will come out, and I'll cut the hole and all that good stuff for the transmission when I put the new one in. But we'll just keep walking around here. Got everything out, the heater core and the blower box and all that good stuff. Still need to get a few of the things out, like the power steering pump, not going to need it. As well as the clutch is still the clutch pedal, I should say, and the linkages are all still sitting down there. So I got to get rid of that. Got the fiberglass cut off the front here. Still got to pry the plastic shock absorbers or whatever you want to, these things are called, you know, off the front. The crash resistant plastic here. So that breaks, and then it would allow your bumper to spring back. So I got to get that stuff off. I am going to put a different bumper on it. I'm still not sure exactly which one I'm going to use. My initial thought was to use the aluminum pointy one that I've ran on a lot of my vehicles just because it's super strong, but that might be going on that Suburban over there. We'll see. Depends on what kind of bumper I can find to hopefully throw on one of these. Again, this side is probably the worst as far as the rust. You can see through the bottom of the doors, but other than that, it's still a relatively solid car. I mean, a little spongy right up by the pedals there, and just rusty right there. The T-top was leaking. Up here it wasn't fully locked, and so it was leaking through. So that's unfortunate, but again, I can patch the floor, so I'm going to take some sheet metal, patch that up. I'm going to put the seat all back in and should be good. So yeah, I got everything stripped out, as well as all the rubber around the doors. Hopefully you guys saw the video I made of my new favorite tool, the butterfly impact wrench. If you haven't seen that video, you should definitely check it out, because I was able to strip this car out in, I don't know, just a handful of hours, working in the couple evenings when I had the time. And You can see it's all gutted, which is super awesome. I mean, usually it takes me some time to do it, but I was able to get it knocked out really quick because that just is super fast. So here we go. We got it all gutted out. I'm going to keep working here. I'm going to start working on the bottom side now, dropping the old gas tank and getting the transmission out and all those kind of things. And probably vacuuming it just because I like a clean car when I'm working, you know. I can have sawdust and all this other crap all over the place, but I would prefer to have it clean, just me. A couple minutes with a shop vac and I'm good to go. So I'm probably going to do that as well. So it's coming along. It's just nice to have a surprise that it is relatively clean. And I'm going to unbolt the trunk, the metal off the hatch gate here. Again, the glass is the main structure of this, but it does also have a piece of metal on the bottom that's bolted to it. And so I'm going to take that off and then weld it to the back here, and just to try to get some more strength. And I will value that down like I would any other car. And of course, ball peen the rear fenders. And I also know that these are known to go down, so I'm going to try to pre-bend it, get that going the right direction, and hopefully it's hopefully it'll be a pretty tough little car. If nothing else, it'll sound and look pretty cool when it's moving. So there you go, guys. Just getting you a quick update. Been hard at work here stripping it out. Nothing special there. It was, as I had mentioned, it smelled terrible, and it was terrible until I got the carpet out. Now that I got the carpet out, the garage smells good again, and I can't tell you how happy I am to have the garage smelling pretty decent again, because that was pretty foul. But there you go. Keep checking in for updates, guys. We're gonna get to work here. Now that we got it pretty much gutted, it's time to build. Let's get this thing, get the show on the road, and see how mean this thing actually is going to be. So, V8 in a Camaro, how cool is that? If you didn't know that, well, you should definitely check in for the next video. So, until the next one, we'll talk to you later, guys.